You got me fucked up.
Never would have paid it at that church.
You would have lost my ass.
Lost me as a patron, never to see me again. And I say,
Never,
I'm wiser,
never would have paid
not
it.
poorer. I'm better.
You know, some some of our religious leaders,
You know,
they desperately
black
need.
preachers.
She said it, y'all.
I
This
ate
time it
that.
was her. It wasn't me.
I ate that,
You
and
did.
it goes so well with it.
You ate that.
Thank you.
Y'all, welcome back to another glorious, wonderful, hilarious, all the areas episode of Untitled Africans podcast.
Gregarious,
I'm your host,
hilarious. Did you say that
Brian,
already?
aka MC Batty
Preposterous.
B, with
No,
your
that doesn't
girl.
count. Wangeshi. I didn't introduce myself in the last episode.
Oh, you did.
What are you doing as an MC
I'm
if
so
you're not
sorry.
making sure?
Why are you as a guest
Everybody.
always though talking during my intros?
Because intros are just so static, boring. Need some background noise during it.
How about you let me do my job as an MC?
Okay, I'm sorry.
And
Go
then
ahead. Introduce
when
yourself
I-
again.
No, because now it's tainted, and now
So now that I let you do it, you don't want to do it.
I don't wanna. 'Cause
Wow. Are you sure you're not a last born?
Welcome to the Untitled Africans podcast. My name is Brian, aka MC Batty B, with your girl.
Wangeshi with the long
Camo
sleeves.
tee. Is
I
it
feel like
camo?
I always talk about my clothes with my name.
Your
and it's
intro
so
is
boring.
your intro is always the whatever you're wearing.
Yeah, I
I
need to
told
change it
you.
up.
I told you come up with something.
Wangeshi
sticks.
with the good punani.
But when I said Wangeshi with the double D's, she found that egregious.
Flagrantly egregious.
But Wangeshi with the good punani.
I don't know. Punani was just the
Like,
first
it was just you could have just
thing
said
that came out of my mouth, that came to my mind.
Wangeshi with the good hair.
That doesn't
Wangeshi
rhyme.
with the good skin.
That
It
doesn't
don't got
rhyme.
to rhyme.
Yes, it does. That's the
Oh.
whole appeal.
Oh yeah,
So many
Batty
things rhyme
B.
with Wangeshi.
No, there's a lot of things that rhyme with Wangeshi, but the fact that your brain immediately went pom pom. Yeah, pom pom bring life.
A boom boom bring
You know
life.
who's not bringing life to their church? Marvin Sapp. My intros are back, baby. My segues have never been better.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I like Marvin Sapp. He's a
I
great
love him.
artist.
Great artist.
I didn't even know he was a preacher.
I thought most of his songs sounds like he's like at the end of his sermon and he just
Oh, like during praise and worship, during that makes sense. But I guess I never put it together. You know, I thought he was more like a worship leader than a
like
preacher.
a Kirk Franklin type. I
Yeah.
feel like some of them have like that like they can say,
Duality.
girl, this man has had the entire like church
Community.
house community. Because even pastors was like quoting him the Sunday after it happened.
Yes.
They were like, we never like to close our sermon. Ushers, go ahead, close the doors.
No, they're like, it's time to tithe.
Time to
Ushers,
tithe.
lock the doors.
Lock the doors.
Lock the doors, ushers.
I should lock the door. That's crazy though.
Honey, start getting chased like you're in a horror movie.
People have been saying they would have fought the ushers. They would have been up there beating Marvin Sapp behind.
I would have been like Regina Hall in Scary Movie. Oh shit! Oh, please don't let him find my ass plane. I already gave $20. I'm broke right now.
The killer is escaping.
Push your white friend in the front. She came for generational wealth. You can't don't let her give me, Lord, please.
My car payment due, please. Mind you, he was literally only asking for like $20 a person.
But if everybody gives, see, that's the thing. It's like, but they need every single member to give $20. And this talking about the 6-year-old without a job is who they're accounting for.
That is also true.
The 21-year-old that's in college that got
Barely,
$3 to their name.
And student loans waiting for their behinds when they graduate.
The retired 72-year-old.
Living paycheck to paycheck off Social Security. Working as a greeter at Walmart. Barely making,
Like $20 is it's not a lot
$20
in
in
this
this
economy,
economy,
but it's a lot. You need to hold on to that
baby.
$20.
Like me trying to let go of $20 now is like, hold on, I got a side eye. What you need that 20 for? Because I know I need that 20 for something else.
I need $20 for eggs alone for the week. Like, hold on.
I will say somebody did put it very into a lot of perspective because there's been a lot of like back and forth in the comments when I guess was it TMZ that broke this story or who? Probably the Shade Room. I don't remember who. I just remember black and red on their outline of the video.
With the big logo,
Yeah, so it might have been Shade Room or TMZ.
big font.
But somebody was like, because the comments were like, but y'all will give $1,500 to Beyonce, and it's like, oh, whoa. This guy said, whoa, my brother, hold on. This was consensually that we gave to Beyonce.
Okay.
This man is trying to take our money out of our pockets without my
With
consent
force.
by force.
By force, by
There's a
fire.
difference between when Beyonce says, "Hey, I'm coming out with a concert. These are the particular prices." You have the option to pay that or not.
Yes.
Mind you, these people already done gave offering and probably paid tithes for the
Yes.
month or for the week, and then now you asking, okay, we need to see.
Another. See, I give my tithe every week. Okay, I don't play about my tithe.
And
But then once you start locking doors and demanding, and you know in African churches,
baby,
bro, they be like, Pastor
bruh,
Wamotito's
when I
family
tell you,
gave $100,
yo, when I
but
tell
then and then they'll be
you,
like, but you know, Bishop Karanja gave 1,000. I'm like,
listen,
whoa, why are we announcing
that's why
numbers?
when I first saw that video, I commented and I saw all this like discourse going back and forth. I just commented, yeah, I was like, y'all would not survive an African church because they will call your name out. The amount you gave and how which source of whether it was Cash App, Zelle, check, cash, gonna be like, oh, this one
Right.
gave this much during. Girl, how
They're
many?
gonna announce your $20 next to the next person's 500.
And you gonna be like, well, damn, just put my whole
Like
business on
I
blast.
thought I was doing good just by giving. If that's my 10%, okay? Not
But
everybody's 10% looks the same.
but the thing about this is like this wasn't just like some isolated incident. I promise you, every Sunday across this country, there is a black pastor or African pastor doing the same exact thing. It's just that Marvin Sapp just has a bigger name and he's like
Yeah.
much more well known.
They started putting around his headshot with his LV suits.
Oh God,
I was like,
no.
that's the thing because I get it. I mean, as a pastor of a church, you have expenses just like anybody else, and the whole premise is to give to God. But it just doesn't, as it never
But
looks
it's
good for pastors who are like showy, who
with their
are like,
wealth.
look at all the things that you have while you beg us little people for spare change.
I think it also begs. I think we also need to start looking into the conversation of why it is as like leaders of like large religious groups like this. Why are you tax exempt?
Because John Ossoff, what's his name?
Joel Osteen?
Thank you.
Whoa! Don't bring my man John Ossoff into this.
No, shout out to
He's fighting the
Ossoff.
good fight in
No,
Washington, trying to
that's
make
why
sure
his name was
billionaires are getting taxed
different.
and like there's term limits on senators like terms. Like don't
But
bring
why are
John
there
Ossoff.
mostly like two variants of the same person?
That
Two different
one of
variants.
them is doing the good in up there in DC. The other one is
It's like
kicking people out of his church during hurricanes and talking about some we flooded the whole time the land around his church is dry.
in very Fairly Odd Parents. You know, Cosmo and Wanda had the evil version. But why's the politician not the evil version? Why is he the good version?
Now let's talk about that. Let's unpack that.
Anyways, what was your point, friend? You were saying
I was
mega
saying,
churches.
why are
Sorry.
like mega churches and leaders? Why are y'all tax exempt on like so much of like y'all think the tax evasion going on in Wall Street is crazy? Look at some of these mega churches, some of these Mike Todds, these Joel Osteens, these you know Bishop T.D. Jakes. Why are you able to fly on a private jet? Why do you own a private jet to begin with as a pastor?
As a pastor,
Meanwhile, during crisis in your own home state and city, you can barely open your doors for hurricane because you don't want things. You have to be shamed into letting people into
you
your car.
better clock
Sir,
that T.
talking about also, why are you hosting concerts that look like full on Broadway productions for just
Oh, the mega
Christmas.
church plays don't play,
You seen the
baby.
one in Texas?
Was it the one where they were flying over
Bitch,
the crowd?
there was a sleigh. What do Jesus got to do with Santa Claus at Christmas time?
Well, you can still incorporate Santa Claus, but that was a lot. The gross
No,
displays of wealth do go crazy in the mega churches.
the Santa Jesus thing is it's touching too much into like associating the Lord with commercialism. And I'm like and materialistic. I'm like separate those, separate church and state, church and state.
No, baby, that's
But that's what I'm saying is
in
like
this country.
Marvin Sapp, this whole situation, he's only such like a drop in the bucket of like the bucket of mega church
Of
pastors,
the
like
micro.
large enthusiastic religious leaders who do this on a daily. Because I'm pretty sure TD Jakes has probably done it. We just now we live in the age of the internet where
Because it's just the way he was saying it. I guess somebody clipped it and put it out because he said ushers
close the
lock
door.
them doors
He didn't say
or
just
close the
one.
doors
No, he said lock the doors.
or lock the
He said
doors.
lock
That
the
is so
doors.
crazy. Ushers lock the doors.
All I'm gonna
Ushers
say
lock
is
the doors.
I've been in that experience before in the moment
Yeah.
where like a pastor has literally said, "While I'm in the pews, lock the doors. Y'all not leaving until it raises money." What?
Yeah,
Mind you, I just sat
pretty
through a
canon.
3-hour service. I'm hungry. I'm tired. I'm probably a little bit hungover from the night before. And you gonna tell me to sit here and wait for you to count this money? Let me out.
You know what I realized? I'm not doing any more Saturday night drinking. It's just, do you know how good I felt the weekend we were out with our friends? And I got like 3-4 hours of sleep because I had church the next day.
Oh, like the weekend before my birthday or
Mm-hmm.
after?
Yeah. And I was
Oh,
mad tired, but I woke up feeling like, okay, I can get through this.
yeah.
If I drank, I would have been suffering.
In the pews trying to teach Sunday
Yes.
school.
Yes.
You're
Like I
like,
would
all
have been
right, this is not
I'd be like, here's the paperwork.
press
The
B.
plan-
Okay, camera B. Can we
Yeah,
cut camera C, please?
put Psalms 12 8
Yeah.
eighty
Here's the
three.
PowerPoint. I'm typing it as we go, so give me a
And
second.
read that excerpt, Susan. Read that one for the class. Read just the next 3 books of the Bible.
Guys, all right, we're gonna have. I know that we've never done this. We're just gonna do silent reading of the Bible today. Okay, silent
Popcorn read in your head.
reading.
And guess who called your name and start reading from there.
Teacher Wangashi, why are you wearing glasses inside? Baby, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, it just felt so much better, like not having to think about just having quality rest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now imagine if you were in the pews at Marvin Sapp's church, hung over,
And you
found
think
out you
and you
locked
think
in.
church is about and you know what would be getting me is that they do those fundraisers after everything. Because first they'll do praise and worship, then they might mention they need money for that. And then they'll do
And
the worship.
benediction, all
And
that stuff.
then when
Mind
church
you,
is supposed to end, that's when they be like, go lock them doors. Turn
mind
them
you,
lights real low because you
you've
giving me some money.
mind you, you've already given your offering, you've already done the tithe. Okay, cool. Then will come the announcements. Okay. And then right after the announcements is when the pastor gonna get back up. You think he's up there to do the benediction, release you, have a good week. Oh man. Nah. All right, lock the doors, lower the blinds. We need this money. I gotta get this. It's like that TikTok sound. I gotta get this money by. I need about 10,000 bands by tomorrow. I said I need about 10,000 bands by
Do
tomorrow.
you need some money?
You need some
Yes.
money.
I need 20K up front.
Shabana.
For
I'm
my
from Pakistan.
children. Get some
What was
some
her?
houses in Dubai.
Yeah. What did she say? What was her thing? Respect to Allah.
Respect to Allah.
Respect to Allah.
Respect to Allah.
Respect. I'm from Pakistan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope. Yo, that girl's locked up
I
in.
have not heard from her.
She's locked up in Dubai
Even now?
to this day. Yes.
No, that's sad. That's
Aisha Robinson is
concerning.
still, girl. I didn't tell you. She flew from Pakistan to Dubai. That was her stopover. She left the airport.
I know her whole goal was to be in Dubai, and we were like, "Baby, they're not as patient." And
And so she was like in Dubai, basically walking around, smoking a cigarette, threatening people. I think she hit a man or something. And they were like, "Oh no, 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 baby! First of all, you've already violated immigration laws, and you over here beating up our people. Yeah, locking you up." And now I'm
Dang.
like, girl,
She should have stayed in Pakistan. They were treating her well, or at least come back to the U.S.
girl,
after that.
I feel like Shabana was like, get this bitch out. They were sick of her out there. I'm so dead ass.
I know, but she was still a celebrity. Like she was that girl.
She was.
So it's like, do your stint there, then come back to the US.
back.
And then maybe you could go visit Pakistan. You might end up finding like love over there and getting property and all of
You want to
that.
talk about somebody who was extorting people for money?
Oh,
She-
Shavana?
No, old girl, Nigel Robbins, she said, I'm not leaving without 100,000, 10, 20,000.
Extortion seems like a lot.
Okay, extortion, not extortion, but like, no, extortion because she originally went there to go meet up with a boy,
Okay, yeah, that was
claiming
problematic.
she was pregnant by him.
He was like 19.
Yes.
Yeah,
That was weird.
that was very weird. Extortion, though.
I feel like the meme of it all, like, trumps what she.
Right. Everybody forgot like that she was on some 90-day fiance with a 19-year-old
With a
type.
whole 19, and like apparently was not leaving his family compound. And that's why she had to like get arrested, and like the cops came and she had to like get. That's why she wasn't. I was like,
And I think her son was like on social media, like, please stop hyping her up. Actually.
and apparently her family like has fully cut her off.
Oh, really?
Allegedly, I'm not sure of specifics, so
I
don't
hope
quote
not.
me.
She needs them right now.
Girl,
Because
she needs to
social media,
respect
like
Allah
social
and
media
respect
fame,
Allah. That's what she needs. right now.
social media fame doesn't equate to anything, and she really needs help.
Well, I hope she had a good Eid wherever she was. Shout out to her, Anijah. If you listening, if you watching, girl, friend of the pod, come on. We'd love to talk about what the fuck you were thinking, girl. Because what the hell?
No, she's not well. Like mentally, I think she really needs like medicine.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought she was just doing it for shits and gigs.
No, babes. No, I think that's what her family was like alluding to or
Oh,
something.
like she's like a schizophrenic type.
I did not say all that.
I saw
ain't
something
di-
about that.
I
That's
ain't
all.
diagnosing her. I can't diagnose her, but I just yeah.